in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15. They are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Kick it away first. And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. This matchup, two teams in the top 5, just sort of whets the appetite for what we're going to see in the playoff, guys.
The selection committee is watching this one very closely because, David, both of these teams are easily talented enough to win it all, but only one can walk out of here with a dub.
Right, and what does it do? It's
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. First play of this drive. He's going to go for a big one. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on first down, playing the pass, now forcing a second down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds on first.
Throws toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Florida State!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the point after is good. He'll return it. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
Snagged it, and there's running room. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Pulls it. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on first. Going long. Got it down the field. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Sells the run, looking to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Changing the routes with his receiver. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Trying to take it back. He's at the 50. Past the 30. Past the 20. It's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He's going for the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Singleton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throw into the end zone, it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Offense with jumbo personnel. The give on the counter. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Handoff for Frazier. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one never had a chance, incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. 2nd down, going to throw it. Under pressure. Hit as he throws. Had to force that one.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. The Noles will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession. situation, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game and let's just get him into a rhythm.
For it, it's Frazier. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Going for the big play. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might as well run him again. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country, and his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job gang tackling as this game goes on.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Look out! Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd and long here. Fake and wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Hunt is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll they'll get this drive started from their own 26. Making the adjustment on the play. Fresh set of downs going up top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Long way to go on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Out wide right, it's Robinson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Drops back on first down. Gonna let it fly. Got it in stride at the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll go to the air. Left side is Robinson. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
It's a bit of an interesting choice. You could break the tie with the field goal, but worst case scenario, you don't convert on fourth down, they're backed up in their own end. Fires quickly. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Baylor taking on the number 19 team, the UCF Knights.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
And it's the Bears with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours.
Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Got it in the middle. It's Wiles. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They put the brakes on him.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This
looking for the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Noles. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he's coming out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
That's reeled in. It's Humphreys. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Going to take a shot. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football. Man, I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sees a crease. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. This crowd knows when to bring it. Straight ahead, it's Phillips. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Sells to fake. Flush to the left. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Sets his feet. It's Stockton. Rush right in his face. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Quick strike through the air for the score. How about this? These guys are going for 2. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. I imagine he's going to get a near. The sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The give to the left side. Turning it on. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll ride the hot hand. Maybe a crease. Past the 50. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown Seminole! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Moving to his left. He'll pull it down and run. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. And the Dogs will hustle to the line.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
On play action. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. Georgia going back to work with another first down.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets the back moving. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Keys. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Still looking to his right. He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants to throw it again. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He's changing the play. Off play action on first down. Buying a little time to his left. The throw. Out wide left, it's Robinson. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he's stopped on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They want that clock to run. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Snapped on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
And man, that's a little frustrating. I like the job by the quarterback. Get the ball out, let your receiver make the play, but just understand when the play's over. Like, I'm not going to cut that back up. I want to get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible.
Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Give to the running back. Just smothered on the play. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And man, it's a big decision for this offense. Like, having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you less aggressive, or do you go for the gusto? Do you try to finish this thing off yourself by getting the first down, continuing to possess the ball here in the 4th quarter with the lead?
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Making the adjustment. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
What a great stop in a big moment for this defense. Nice job getting the stop. Now listen, the ball goes back to the offense, and this has a chance now to be a great finish. That was a clutch stand for this defense.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Georgia going up tempo. Lost the throw on 1st. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's incomplete, and they had a chance in the end zone, and he just couldn't come up with it, and that's going to do it. As we watch this game, guys, I got the feeling that's what a top 5 clash is supposed to look like, and it might not be the last time we see these two square off.
No, and these are the fun ones to watch, man. Two great teams, both of them fighting